The Qaid's analysis of the issue is in front of you. It is extremely difficult to appreciate why our Hindu friends fail to understand the real nature of Islam and Hinduism. They are not religions in the strict sense of the word, but are in fact different and distinct social orders. And it is a dream that Hindu and Muslim can ever evolve a common nationality. And this misconception of one Indian nation has gone far beyond the limits and is the cause of most of your troubles and will lead India to destruction if we fail to revive our nation in time. The Hindus and Muslims belong to two different religious philosophies, social customs and literature. They neither intermarry nor interdine together, and indeed they belong to two different civilizations which are based mainly on conflicting ideas and concepts. Their aspects on life and of life are different. It is quite clear that Hindus and Muslims derive their inspiration from different sources of history. They have different epics, different heroes, different episodes. Very often, the hero of one is a foe on the other. Likewise, their victories and defeats overlap. To yoke together two such nations under a single state, one has numerical minority and the other a majority, must lead to a growing discontent and final destruction of any fabric that may be so built up for the government of such a state. Quaid is not saying we will lose economic power, we will become economically slave. No, what he is saying is we have different culture, different values, different social system, and unless we have separate homeland, it cannot be worked out. He is very clear, but unfortunately none of these statements, which are fully documented, available, not in one but dozens of documents, they are not hidden records. In their presence, none of the writers on Pakistan studies ever tried to highlight these aspects because this will change their thesis. Their thesis has been that Pakistan first. Pakistan first means that Pakistan is the basis of their nationhood, and that is total false. Islam is the basis, not Pakistan. Islam first and then Pakistan. Then you find again addressing the League annual session, it is the great book Quran, that is the sheet anchor of Muslim India. I am sure that that as we go on and on, there will be more and more of oneness, one God, one book, one Qibla, one Prophet and one nation. Now what does that mean? What is the basis of nation in this statement of Quaid? Look at the words. What makes you one nation is you belong to one God, you have one book, you have one Qibla, you have one Prophet, and that makes you one nation. What else could the founder say? How more clearly people want to understand him? But again, these speeches are never printed on plaques and put in offices, on universities, in schools, even departments of Pakistani studies. These are buried under dust, so no one can read them and just believe what they are saying. Jinnah wanted a secular Pakistan. Look how similar the words are with what Asad said, and you have just gone through that. Quaid says, I have often made it clear that if Muslims wish to live a honorable and respectable people, there is only one course open to them. Fight for Pakistan, live for Pakistan, if necessary, die for the achievement of Pakistan, or else Muslims and Islam are doomed. What is his concern? Economy? Secularity? Power? What does he want? Then there is only one course open to us to organize our nation, and it is by our own dint of arduous and sustainable determined efforts that we create strength and support our people, not only to achieve our freedom and independence, but to be able to maintain it and live according to Islamic ideals and principles. He is using the word Islamic ideals and principles. This is our basis. The modern democratic form of government is not suitable to the genius of the Indian people. We want a true democracy in accordance with Islam and not a parliamentary government of the Western Congress type. This he is saying in February 43. While whenever any statement is made about Islam, then the secular and so-called liberal writers come up and say all this was done because of pressure of mullahs. They pressurize and therefore some people have to make this statement. There is no pressure on him. He is saying it in 1943, where even Pakistan is not created. And similarly, the earlier was also in December 43. So if I have put dates purposely, so you can see that there is a continuity, there is a full conformity in his ideas. It is not that after Pakistan he suddenly changed his views. No, he is saying in 1943 what he has said later. Then further, in 1943, look what he is saying. In Pakistan, we shall have a state which will be run according to the principles of Islam. It will have its cultural, political, economic structure based on principles of Islam. The non-Muslims need not fear because of this, for fullest justice will be done to them. They will have their full cultural, religious, political, economic rights safeguarded. As a matter of fact, they will be more safeguarded than in the present day so-called democratic parliament of government. He was fully aware when he was saying Islamic State, people will say what happened to non-Muslims. The common understanding is Islamic State means that non-Muslims cannot survive there. While the fact of the matter is, in the Medina state, you had Jewish people, you had agreements with Christians, you had even some, this statement of the Quaid makes it very clear that in 1943 his vision was that Pakistan has to be an Islamic state. Now let's see further. His statement for Frontier Federation of Muslim Students in Peshawar, Pakistan not only means freedom and independence, but the Muslim ideology, which has to be preserved, what has come to us as a precious gift and treasure, and which we hope others will share with us. This is 1945. No pressures, no political game. He is a man of honest and very fair personality with integrity. He is not trying to fool people. He has no two faces. He is like a true Mu'min with one face only. So what he is saying is very clear. It is our misfortune that you never read him, never find out.